There's a lot of life in the city, and that's not just in all the people who live there, but nature too, such as trees. We're here at the Lynden Sculpture Garden, warmly indoors this time, for the exhibition Urban Wood Encounter, which offers the opportunity for artists to show some very beautiful, very functional pieces made from urban trees that are cut down from their settings for various reasons. Hi, I'm Murrell. Let's go look at this. The main gallery area at the Lynden, and the feeling at first is like a rustic but high-end furniture place, but this is something quite different. As noted in the gallery guide, these pieces are made from what can be termed urban wood. When you think about the wood industry and the harvesting of trees, it's usually not in some city neighborhood or around the corner on your block, but the trees that are part of your daily environment may end up being cut down. Perhaps the tree is unavoidably injured, or there's disease, or it comes down as part of new construction. What often happens is that they end up in landfills. However, if the wood was used, the U.S. Forest Service estimates that about 3.8 billion board feet of lumber could be made out of this waste annually. One of the inspirations behind Urban Wood Encounter is Lynden Sculpture, the founder of Woodward Urban Forest Products. Along with Lynden Sculpture Garden director Polly Morris, they've put together this array of pieces that celebrate urban wood while taking on new life in the domestic environment. There's some great things about many of these pieces, and one is that they don't necessarily disguise their origins. This lamp by Joseph Murphy of Madison is made of ash and seems as though it was carefully carved from a long arched tree branch. It's a lot better than those metal cascade lamps from the 1980s, I have to say. Details are also very important, like the sleek shapes in this table by Lynden Sculpture. Sculpture, who's based in Delafield, shapes the top like a longboard, but the legs are offset just a little bit, not parallel like in most tables. It really makes the piece feel like there's life to it, as though a creature paused for a moment while on the move. A bit more static, but no less alluring, are the turns of form in these pieces by Mike Jarvie and Greta DePerry. The works are called folded, as you can see in these lovely places, where the wood ends up looking more like wonderful fabric. Texture is also an important aspect. Don't tell anyone, but I touched the art. I just couldn't help it. We're looking at Kevin Vesey's elm cabinet, and when you study the wood grain up close, it has a fantastic luminous surface, almost like velvet. But when you touch it, it's perfectly smooth and silken, but still, don't touch the art. At the center of the gallery is Dunbar's tea ceremony. I started to count the rings on this tree to find out its age, and quickly gave up in favor of simply enjoying the visual beauty of the work. As you'll notice in other pieces as well, sometimes breaks are filled with other types of wood. There's a distinctive insertion of man-made gesture into the heart of this piece, and even the title, Tea Ceremony, speaks to our unique human desires for tradition and ritual, but also how these desires meld with the conditions and the expansive scope of nature. The works in the main gallery area are complemented by an array of pieces in the project space, coordinated by Miguel Ramirez, and featuring changing pieces by a number of artists throughout the duration of the exhibition. And in here, yes, you can sit on the furniture. Thanks for joining me here at the Lynden Sculpture Garden. See you next week when we'll look at something else.